Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Kate Westling, and I am the Artistic Director for Crosse Community Theatre, here to give you Behind the Curtain. This week we have a performance that's a little different, but very exciting. It's one of the shows in our staged reading series called Twilight Bowl. If you've never seen a staged reading before, or if you've seen it but aren't still entirely sure why LCT performs them, I'm here to give you a little bit of background and hopefully entice you to come see us.
So what is a staged reading?
A staged reading is a performance that's done with the script entirely in the actor's hands. It focuses on the words and the meaning of the show that the playwright wanted to convey to the audience. It's a performance that's done with minimal sets, lights, costumes, and sound effects. It's really meant for the audience to focus on the theme and the motive of the play and what the playwright is trying to convey to its audience. Typically, when actors perform a staged reading, they don't have to memorize lines. They don't have to memorize movement. All they have to do is convey the characters with their voice in the best way that they possibly can.
Why does LCT do staged readings?
At LCT, we do staged readings for a couple different reasons. It gives us the opportunity to test a play's content before we fully produce a show. If there are certain plays that LCT has never done before and they contain subject matter that might be considered a little outside of what content LCT usually produces, we'll do a staged reading of it first. That way we can see if the audience appreciates the content and if the actors are comfortable with performing these certain motives and plot lines within that play's structure. LCT also does staged readings because they give us the opportunity to focus on local playwrights. We've had at least one local playwright who gave us his show. We performed it as a staged reading to see how the show did. We then asked the playwright to make some changes to the script that would help us bring the show to life. And we did this in the span of 2 seasons, which is a remarkable amount of time. It essentially took about 2 years from us doing a staged reading to us doing a fully produced performance of the play by a local playwright.
Tell us about Twilight Bowl.
Twilight Bowl is a play that takes place entirely in a bowling alley, but still focuses on very pervasive themes such as connection, grief, feeling like you're stuck in the same place in life, and also feeling like you're at a transition, but you don't know how to move forward. The 5 characters within this show are a core group who have been friends roughly since high school. Some of them are even family members together. And while they traverse through adulthood individually, they're also trying to figure out how to traverse through adulthood and still remain a group of friends. The show itself, while located in a bowling alley, touches on a lot of really important subjects and offers it in a setting that is familiar, so it comforts both the audience and the characters within the show.
What makes Twilight Bowl a good staged reading?
Twilight Bowl is a character-driven piece. Each of the women in the show, from the 5 core members to the college friend that comes in within the show as well, they're all so interesting in their own individual personalities and how they all communicate together as a group. It's a group dynamic that in a staged reading can be featured very heavily and really enjoyed by an audience without the distraction of a set piece or a lighting decision or costumes to get in the way of that. You can focus on some of the functions and the dysfunctions of this friendship group.
What can audiences expect?
If you join us for the staged reading of Twilight Bowl, here's what you can expect. We perform all of our staged readings at LCT's expansion building, the Leap Center. This is a great area for us to present works that we are determining if we can produce them fully as a production or not. You can expect to see the actors standing on stage and using what we call acting cubes to have places to sit, stand, and place their scripts. They will all have their scripts in front of them in binders. They will be reading from them, but quite a few of them will be able to still look up and engage with the audience without having the need to be memorized. You'll also hear some sound cues that were put in by the director, Marcia Brendam. You will also see her vision for the show in the staged reading format. She was very conscious of the fact that while this was a staged reading, she still wanted to make certain choices with blocking and staging placement. All of that is going to come together in what is sure to be an amazing production. So if you've ever been curious about a title that you've never seen before, or want to enjoy a piece of theater that's a little outside the norm of a traditional production, come join LCT for our staged reading series, and join us this weekend for Twilight Bowl, performing Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at the Leap Center. Tickets are available online, in person, or at the doors. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time at Behind the Curtain.